So apparently there are only 2 vehicles that you can buy in the US that the people that own the same type of vehicle will wave back to you. And that would be a Corvette and a Jeep Wrangler. And I asked the people at the Corvette dealership if the Corvette would go on the beach, and they said no. So it kind of narrowed it down for me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammerdown Motorsports. Today, well, we have another vehicle reveal, and this one was kind of unexpected. It wasn't something, well, if you guys have been following along, we were gonna get a Bronco, and then we got something else, and you guys probably already know from the thumbnail, but behind me, we have our new 2022 Jeep Rubicon, and this is not just any Rubicon. This is the cheapest Rubicon that I could find, and there might be other ones in the world, but none that I could find. So definitely this is the cheapest one that was available to me. And now it's raining. It's sunny and it's raining. Why is that happening? It's probably because I have the camera out. Anyways, let's go over this vehicle inside, and we'll kind of give you guys a little bit of an overview of what we've got behind me. All right, so let's have a quick look here at our window sticker. You can see we have the 2022 model year of Jeep Rubicon 4x4. The base price is $41,400. Then we have all of the standard equipment that is available on this vehicle. I'm not gonna go through every single one. We do have the 8.4-inch touchscreen, which is awesome. And we do have some other features as well. And we have some things that, well, I kind of wish we would have had. So let's just go over to the optional equipment, because I'm pretty sure if you guys are looking for Rubicon, you know what they come with. Definitely the lockers and the diffs, and the sway bar disconnect is kind of what you're paying for with one of these, and we have all that along with the good tires. So what we have is all-weather floor mats for $170. We have the 8-speed automatic because my wife insisted we needed an automatic, so we have $2,300 there, which is our biggest option. We have minus $500, so we have the 2-liter turbo engine, which honestly, we'll get into my Jeep history in a little bit, but I'm kind of glad we have the turbo 4-cylinder, and I hope I don't regret that one. And then we do have our black 3-piece hardtop, which is our other bigger kind of ticket item as far as options go, coming in at $1,695. And then we have the rear window defroster, rear window wiper washer, no soft top, and body color highline flares, which actually look really nice on this too, for $895, bringing our destination charges, our other add-on, which is $1,595, which is probably cheap nowadays compared to the gas prices, bringing us in at a total of $47,755. And at the dealership, that is exactly what I paid, plus taxes and all the fees and whatever. But yeah, we did end up getting it for MSRP, and that's why I'm in it today, because I will not pay over MSRP for a Jeep, even though I paid more than MSRP for another vehicle. But we'll talk about that in another video. Another feature I really like about the JL is this red dash. It is so, I don't know, it's kind of like just a fun vehicle. You get inside here, everything looks very, I guess, beachy and off-roady and all of that kind of thing. It's got the flat windshield, and you still have a lot of room. I mean, I'm about 6 feet tall, and I have pretty long arms, and I can reach out all the way and just barely touch the windshield. So it's not like you feel like the windshield's really in your face. Steering wheel is very nice. We do have cruise control on this one as well, which I believe is standard equipment because I didn't see it on the option list. We do have our phone controls, and we do have just your navigation here for your infotainment system, and you have some customizable gauges in the center here. Then we have our tachometer and our speedometer, just exactly where we want them. We do have intermittent wipers, and there's a rear wiper on here as well. And then we have our signal light over here with our brights and all of that kind of thing. Then over here, we do have our lighting controls. We have auto headlights, which is really nice. And then you have your controls here for the brightness of your interior lighting and for your gauge cluster and all of that. And then we do have power mirrors down here on the door, and our power locks is over here on the door as well. Really nice door handle. I really like the way that this feels. It is, I'm sure, I don't know. Feels like plastic to me. Probably is. But door feels nice. You got to give it a little bit of pressure to make that close, kind of like every other Jeep in the world. We do have a keyed DC power right here. We have our 2 windows because this is a 2-door, which is definitely what I wanted. And also in here, we have our USB, USB-C, and then we have our auxiliary port as well. So you can hook in your phone, all of that, make it run through your Apple CarPlay, which this has as well, which is pretty awesome. And as we said in the window sticker, we do have the automatic. And I mean, I would have gone for a manual probably, but my wife insists on the automatic. So here it is. And we do have our 4-wheel drive shifter right down here. Very easy to use. And actually compared to the JK, and we're going to do a lot of JK comparisons because I used to have a JK, I do like this shifter much better. We got a little Jeep on the top there. And this one's just straightforward. You push the little, there's a little red colored release right there, and then you can put it into drive just straight back and then over for manual. In the JK, it was kind of like a Mercedes where it had that little kind of gated thing. You had to kind of move it different directions for different things, which some people might have liked better, but I prefer this one after having both. And then over here on the center stack, we have our volume controls on and off for our radio. We have our fan control in the middle. Then we have our tuning for our radio over here. Then we have our climate controls in the middle. We do have dual zone on this one, which, I mean, it's a Jeep. How far away is the passenger? But if they like to be blasted with cold air, they can definitely turn those up a little bit more, or extra heat, whatever you want. It does have that option here for us, which is nice. We have auto start stop off button right there, which is, you know, if you don't want the thing turning off, you just hit this button. Traction control off, and then we have hill descent. Screen off button, which is nice if it's too bright. Then we have a mute button as well. If you want to talk to somebody on a two-way radio or something like that, you have the radio on, just hit mute instead of having to turn the volume down. Just something that, if that's something you want to use. We also have this little off-road button right here, which I have not tried yet. So, and I also have not tried our sway bar disconnect or our front and rear locker, but we will be definitely testing all of that out during the ownership of this vehicle. So we'll hop out here for a second. You can see we do have the red stitching on our seats. These are the cloth seats. They have Rubicon in the back. And you've got your adjustment right here for kind of tilting the back of the seat with this strap. Then you got your height adjustment here, your lumbar support right here. And then right up here, we have our entry. So you can slide that forward. You see we do have the all-weather mats in here, which is a must. So we don't have to buy Weathertech, it's already got them. And we have a fair amount of room in the back. I mean, I got 2 kids. They're able to get back there and had plenty of room. They drove a 3.5-hour trip, no complaints whatsoever. So the 2-door works if your kids can get in and out on their own and they don't have to be in baby seats. So now you can see as we open the door, your wheel is right there. So if we want to compare to the 4-door, which is what I had before, I mean, your stance here would be a whole lot longer, and this is really why I went for the 2-doors, because I really like the way the short Jeep is. To me, this is what a Jeep should look like. I mean, it's you're sacrificing so much, but you're getting so much, and this is just kind of how this vehicle should look in my mind. I do like the manual, and I've probably said that too many times already, but yeah, my wife doesn't drive manual, so automatic it is. And I mean, if you're in stop and go traffic, it is nicer to have an automatic anyways. And also on the JL, you do have the little fuel door cap, which is nice. It cleans that up a whole lot. I actually put one of these on my JK, so I had to pay extra for it, and it's really nice that this comes with it. This is metal. There isn't a place to put the cap though, so we might have to do a little mod on this, but all in all, that was a very nice clean touch. We do not have LEDs on our taillights or our headlights or fog lights, so something we're gonna have to add on in the future, but we're gonna go through that probably in another video, all the things that I would like to have or wish I had on this one, because it is, like I said, the cheapest one I could find, and we got the options that it had. But back here you can see we do have a backup camera, which is really nice and clear. I don't have any issues with that. It's not laggy, seems to do its job really well. And we do have BF Goodrich all-terrain ATKO2s, and our size is a 285/70 R17. And if you're going to buy tires, I mean, these are the best that are going to go off-road, and they're not noisy on the highway. I have these on the Rebel, absolutely love them. So it's really nice that I didn't have to spend money on wheels and tires right after I bought my new Jeep. And on my JK, I did have dual tops. So I had a soft top and I had the hard top. So when we had to do the learning process about buying a Jeep, we didn't know, so we ordered both. And I'll tell you one thing about the hard top. If you're using it a lot, you open this up like you're gonna put groceries in, and then you can't get in here. If you have the soft top, you have to unzip that window. I'm not sure about how it is on the new JLs, but it's probably the same as the JK, and that was really annoying. But with the hard top, you flip that up and everything's nice and easy. You can put stuff in, then you just close this part, and then you grab this, and you're done. No zipping, no problem. worked really, really well. So we ended up using our hard top way more than our soft top, so there was no need to get one on our next purchase. So coming around to the front, they definitely changed the front of these Jeeps from the JK. I absolutely love this new grille where you get that little bit of dimension, and the headlights are actually bigger on the JLs as well. So you get that whole little, I guess if you're putting a bigger headlight in here, you're gonna get a whole lot more light. It just looks nice. It looks a lot more proportional. And we do have the plastic bumpers, but it has the red tow hooks, which I really like. As you guys know, you've been following along, the Rebel has those. I changed them up, and I really like the way the white, the black, and the red really works together. Again, halogen headlights and halogen daytime running lights and signals, which we're gonna have to do something about. I really do like the sport hood that you get with the Rubicon. This looks a lot more like the Rebel as well. Has these vents up here, which I don't think are functional, but they do definitely give it a whole sporty appearance. And then we have our Rubicon badge here with the red in the background, which matches our Jeep emblem right here, which is almost like a gray. And then it has the little bit of red in behind, which really looks nice. It kind of brings the whole color scheme all together, which, if you guys know, I really like white, black, and red on vehicles. It always seems to go together well for me, and why change what works? Another thing they changed, which I really love about the JL, is when you grab the door handles, you just pull and open. And it also unlocks when you grab the door handle. If you have the key fob in your pocket, you can lock it with this little button right here. And you don't have that push button anymore, which was kind of annoying. And these doors are a lot lighter too. These are aluminum doors, and they have a catch on them, because the old ones, they just had this limit strap on them, and the door could catch the wind and it would fly closed on you. These ones are nice. They'll stay open halfway and not going to have those kind of issues. So it's a good thing that they addressed that, because making these a little bit more for a daily driver, more usable daily, it just makes it more of an appealing vehicle to have at the end of the day.